Hey guys, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tag video, and that is the Girl Scout cookie book tag. I was tagged to do this by Celestia quite a while ago. So I have quite a backlog of like tags that either people have tagged me in or I want to do, just tags that I've seen on other people's channels and I just want to do them. So I have quite a backlog of these. So apologies Celestia for taking forever to get to these, but thank you so much for tagging me to do this. And yeah, this just looks like it's going to be a quick little tag. I tried to use this time books that I either haven't talked about in a while or I've never talked about on this channel. So I kind of had to fudge with a couple of them because it's like, I don't really have any other answers for this. I'm just going to jump right in. Sorry about the lighting. It's really cloudy today and I think it's going to be way too dark if I film without it. So we have to deal with the light, and also winter is coming. So the lighting is, you know, the sun goes down way quicker than it used to. So anyways, onto the questions now. The first one is Trefoils. I have no idea how to say this word. A classic novel you love. So I am not a classic person. I generally don't like classics. The ones I do love is one of those strong words that I use for very few things. So like some classic books, but not very many, and most of them are children's classics. But one I did used to read a ton when I was younger. I haven't reread this book as an adult, but I have a feeling I'm still going to really enjoy it. That's The Black Stallion by Walter Farley. This is a children's classic, and I love this book. I read this book all the time. Yeah, really love this. I never cared for the rest of the series because there's a lot of books in the series, but I tried reading some of them. I never cared for them. I always just liked this one. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I really like the cover of this one. I know it has like a million editions, but yeah, I really enjoyed the cover for this one. Okay, second one is Lemon Ups, a book you find inspiring. For this one, I'm going to use a book that really has helped me several times with the lesson of forgiveness, and that is Romanov by Nadine. I find this book very inspiring. I know this is one of those controversial books because of the magic system she put in this book, but honestly, this is my favorite of her books. I would say that. I thought it was Wishtress for a while, but after thinking about it more, no, this one is definitely my favorite of her books, at least as of now. I haven't reread all of her books. I haven't reread the Out of Time series, so I can't say if it's officially my favorite of her books because I haven't reread that series and I haven't read The Nightmare of Iris yet. So, but yeah, I really love this book. S'mores, a comforting book. This one I have talked about before, probably for every single tag video I do that has a comfort book. It is one of the questions. That is Fierce Heart by Grayce. I'm sorry guys. I don't have another one for this answer, at least that I've probably sat down and thought about as a comforting book, because I'm still not quite sure what that is, because most of my comforting books have like blood, death, and mayhem in them because they're fantasy. So there's some blood and mayhem in this one, but nobody dies, so that's a plus. But yeah, they almost died. Does that count? Probably. Anyways, but yeah, I still find this really comforting, has lots of romantic vibes as well, and it's just an all-around really good book. Have I continue this series yet? No. No, I have not. I have most of the rest of the series as ebooks. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But hopefully the mood will allow me to get to them soon, because I really do want to continue the series and see if I love the rest of the books as much as I love this one. Adventurefuls, an adventurous book. So, okay. Yeah, for this one, I went with like most epic adventure, as in like it spans 3 series with these same characters and even additional characters, but I'm going with the first series and the first book of this series, that is Raising Dragons, from the first book of the Dragons in Our Mid series with Bryan. Talked about this one a little bit before. It's a Christian fantasy. These kids are like half dragon, and it's kind of a retelling of King Arthur legends, and it's amazing. It spans into 3 series. Dragons in Our Midst is the first series. I really love this series. Yeah, definitely a favorite by this author, and one I definitely want to reread in the future because I read it once, but it left an impact on me. Samoas, a book that blends 2 or more genres. So, I don't have too many books that like are crossovers of multiple genres, but this one definitely is. That is Fawkes by Nadine, because it is historical fantasy, so it combines obviously historical time period with fantastical elements, and really enjoyed this book. I don't feel like I talk about this one enough, but yeah, I super enjoy this one. Love this cover, love the story. I've read this a couple of times now and super enjoy it each time. It's just a really good overall adventurous book, and it definitely, and Nadine definitely combines the historical elements with the fantastical really, really well. Do-si-dos. Either a book you love that everyone seems to hate, or a book you hate that everyone seems to love. Okay, so again, hate and love are very strong words, but we're just gonna go with it. I have one book for each of these ideas, and the first one is a book I love that everyone seems to hate. Now, I did try to think of another book for this, guys, because I think I used this in another tag video that had this similar question. I tried to think of another book. I really did. I could have gone with Fawkes or Romanov. I know because those two are very divisive in whether people like them or not. But since I had those for other prompts, I decided to go with 1,000 Heartbeats by Kiera. Because yes, lots of people do not like this book. I do. I really do. I really love this book. But yeah, a lot of people don't like it. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with this one even though I've used it before. I couldn't come up with another one that I hadn't used a book for a previous prompt. And I would say probably out of the three I mentioned, this one would probably be the most hated, so to speak, by other people than Fawkes or Romanov are. So we're just gonna go with that. And the other part of this, which was a book you hate that everyone seems to love, I'm gonna go with Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. This is the sequel to Six of Crows. I hate this book. Initially when I read it, I gave it like 3.5 stars. I don't know if I'd give it that now. I'd give it 2 if I read it now and I did more of my harsher rating system. I would probably give it a 2-star now. There were a lot of content reasons I didn't like it, and it just didn't work for me. It's written well. The characters are all morally gray people, so that makes it a little harder to judge, but they were all right. It was mainly because of the ending. And a death that did not need to happen because it made absolutely no sense, did nothing for the character's arc, did nothing for the character's situation. It was simply in there for shock value and realistic value to have somebody die. And I hated it because it made no sense. It was so stupid, and it was honestly the worst way you could have killed off someone. Yeah, literally. So yeah, I hate this book. I will forever hate this book. And yeah, I'm not going to go back and change my rating on it. But if I had gone back in time to when past Sarah read that book, I would tell her, rate this thing like 2 or 2 stars. Yeah, because I couldn't really justify rating it 1 star, but 2, yeah. I hate this book. Thin Mints, one of your all-time favorite books. And also, bonus thing, the only Girl Scout cookie I've ever eaten. So, yeah, this one, I could have gone with multiple things. I decided to go with a series that I have not talked about much, but is definitely one of my all-time favorite. And that is the Second Age of Retha series by A.M. Sohma. This is a pen name for K.M. Shea, who wrote the Magic series universe. This is a lit RPG game series. It's currently at 3 books. It's supposed to be 5 books, but due to the author's hiatus from writing, we're not going to get the other 2 books for a while, but I love these. These characters get trapped inside a video game, and they have to fight their way out, and it's amazing. I really love the characters. The characters really make it for me in this story. I love them all. Kit especially is a great protagonist. Yeah, I just love all these characters. And this scenario they get in, the weirdest, wackiest things they get into, it's just crazy. I really just love these books, and I want more people to know about them. And the 8th question, or the 8th and final prompt is Tagalongs. Tag some fellow booktubers. Now, I'm not going to tag anybody because I know everybody has done this tag, or at least most everybody has done this tag a long time ago. I am late to the party, so I'm not going to tag anyone, but if you see this tag, you haven't done it yet, or you want to redo it with like different questions or with different answers or anything like that, or yeah, you just see it, the prompts, and you think it looks like fun, you want to answer them in the comments, please feel free to do so. And yeah, let me know so I can see your video. if you do a video on this. But yeah, that is it. Those are all the prompts. Those are all the books. A shorter one, but you know, I generally do really long ones anyways, so, and I know my next one's probably gonna be pretty long, if it ends up being the October wrap-up. That will depend on editing schedules, but you know, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so that one's probably gonna be longer than this one. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and all the books I talked about. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye!